top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume.
Cut that hell, boy.
Welcome to Giant Winfield in Ncaa, home to the Houston
You heard me.
Cougars.
I'm gonna cut your hair.
See the number 11 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Switch to the line. He just about popped that one for a long one. But as he gives his team a so the Houston work first. David, they can that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, you need that. That guy makes the whole thing go. Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man,
Nigga.
he's shown the ability to do that sometimes. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Houston wants to play fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the time.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense.
Let go! Let go!
He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense putting points on the board.
That defense is trying to force turnovers to get the offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra.
Really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Coffee. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Cougars in the hurry up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
Gets loose in the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. They'll go back to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So Clemson's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got his man. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson will send the punt team out. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, running back gets the give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Houston going up tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Plows through the defense. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory. play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. They're going to run it. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it fell to the ground incomplete.
Defense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harvin. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle.
Man, come on, man.
After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, and how he wants.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Houston wants to play fast.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle. Good pickup. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Number 13, on to punt it away.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And back to the air on 2nd down. He's got him this time. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
To throw on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to run it. Get some yardage and get down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Good run. He slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He
got some room into the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. A run for the quarterback. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now?
Confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
2nd half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical.
Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Might be changing the route. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Working that left side now. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. He's got it on the right. Turns it on in midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Welcome to the frustrating frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tiger. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Houston going up tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
What's going on, buddy?
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no juice.
You boo-boo going over there somewhere else, buddy. Hold on. Now do you how you business? How you business?
At some point here in the second half, you're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. So now on comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Caught over the middle. It's Coffey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap on third down. Finds his tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
There he goes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Off the RPO, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Houston.
What you doing, boy?
So
Put that shoe down.
these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 15 over Toledo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. It's complete on the right side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much